Greetings, everyone. Before I get into this video, I'm going to say that when you decide to put your life out there, share your story or your daily experiences, understand that you are going to be scrutinized in ways that you can never expect and oftentimes can be very offensive. So once you're putting yourself out there, be prepared for it. It doesn't mean that it's justified and that because you share your story, people have the right to come and do or say whatever they want, but they will. Okay? Now, this is a response video to, I'm just going to say your initial HLT. Now, I read your message and I also looked at the pictures that you sent me. And if truth be told, Miss H, I cannot share those pictures and I'll not speak on some of the things you commented on. Now, as a woman, I feel some type of way because it's often the women and older women who are most unkind. But having said that, I'm going to respond because I still have something to say to this young woman. On the screen, you'll see Colaz Smith's wife. And in this video, she's going about her business, attending to the children, she's cooking and whatever. Now, Miss H did some screenshots to show how messy her house was. And you would see the fridge. Now, I actually cut out the part where she was actually putting a red arrow showing how dirty the fridge was. And, showing all the handprints. First of all, I hate these fridge. You have to constantly be wiping them down and shining them down, even if you're the greatest housekeeper. And when you have small kids, their little hands touch everything. But I'm going to talk about some of the things, and I'm now going to talk about some. Number one, as a woman who have struggled with my weight throughout my life, I have a difficult time really talking about another woman's body. First and foremost, she might be pregnant. But there is even a problem with me saying she might be pregnant because she might not be pregnant either. So when a woman carry a big middle section, sometimes there might be health issues that you or I don't know about. And really, they don't have to share their health struggles with you. And if she's pregnant and she never declared that she's pregnant, that is her right to do as well. So it gets a little bit dicey for me. I don't like talking about another woman's body because she might be very sensitive to it. Do you understand? In your message, you said she let herself go. And listen, I get it. And I can speak to that a little bit to say a lot of times as women, when we are married, we get comfortable and we might let ourselves go. I have gone to the point where I weigh 220 pounds, but I don't allow myself to get over a certain threshold. And I'm not doing it because I'm trying to hold my man. I'm doing it for my health and I'm doing it for my self esteem because your self esteem will take a beating when you're at a weight that you don't like. Now there's some big girls. When they step out, no skinny girl can look better than them. And the way they carry their weight, the way they dress for their weight, let me tell you something, ain't nobody have anything on them. But if you're talking about health concerns, again, it's the way you wrote that letter, Miss H, that makes me look at you sideways to say, okay, you might be concerned, but it's not about what we say, it's how we say it. And then you don't have the courage because you have a platform. You don't have the courage to come out and address her. You ask me. I want to say, Sham, that you must be aware of your environment and be aware of what you're sharing with people and know that not everybody is kind and understanding and compassionate. And if you have health issues that you have not discussed with them, when people talk certain things, I'm sure when you read the comments, because she also sent some screenshot of comments with a lot of people saying things around this same thing, and it might make you feel some way. And I don't want to do that to you on my platform. The only thing I can say to you is, you know what? As a wife and a mother, don't neglect yourself. Don't set yourself aside. And if there are telltale signs that you might be feeling anxiety or some angst, in your own personal life, Be kinder to yourself and seek counseling, because sometimes everything seems fine. Your husband is this guy who thousands of people are watching, respecting him so much. But there is people thinking that is neglecting you as a wife. And that might not be so, because we're not in your house. We don't know nothing. And the thing is, while he's busy taking care of the family and doing what he needs to do to build, his life and his family's life, you still have your part to play as a woman. Take care of yourself. Don't think that because you're married, everything is gonna be wonderful. We have to work on ourselves. Again, that's not agreeing with the lady's letter to say you let yourself go. But if that was true, I would say to you as a woman, men are very fickle, and they love us one day and the next day they can't even stand us. So when we're dealing with relationships, we have to take care of us, not for the man or the children's sake, but for ourselves. Okay? So at the end of the day, you don't have to feel like broken in your body or your mind if things don't work out. Do you understand? In terms of cleaning house and all that stuff, some people just don't care about all that. People have different priority. Some people spend their day just dusting and mopping and sweeping and cleaning and cooking. That is their role as a woman. They feel that is their love language. And some people don't give tutus because they're saying, at the end of the day, I'm doing this, and tomorrow I'm going to have to do it all over again. It is a delicate balance, people. With the weight business, talk about the weight and talking about the cleanliness of the home. And even if you see it and it's very obvious, you have to say to yourself, this young lady can see. She obviously feels comfortable sharing something that makes you uncomfortable. So you have to examine your thing. And if it's not your thing, just don't watch it. Okay. I am only speaking on it because I do see the double standard, but I also understand that there's such a thing as postpartum, that a lot of women, after they give birth, they gain weight, they struggle to remove that weight. And also, things could be happening with her that you and I don't know, that could cause, weight gain, could cause her to just seem like she's depressed. We're not a doctor. We can't diagnose her. We can just stay on the outskirts and look in and say, take care of yourself, Sham. You're doing your best. Not everybody's a super mom. Get help when you can. And I clearly see you getting help from your husband's sister all the time. So, you do have support system. You have your own mother. Hey, this YouTube space, this YouTube world is a very serious, a very deadly place sometimes. And because people sit down to watch you doesn't mean that they like you. Because people are saying, yeah, 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 cheering you on doesn't mean that they're not waiting for something negative to say about you. Again, I want to end by saying, when it comes to a woman's body, it's a sacred thing. And there's so many stories, so many issues, so many hidden stories, I should say, about a woman's transformation, about a woman's body. You don't really know if the person is doing everything trying to lose weight. You don't know if a person is carrying a life. It doesn't matter. Be gentle, be kind to people. And if you have, they say if you have nothing good to say, don't say anything. But sometimes we have to say something. But when it comes to things that we don't know the true answer, when we don't know, we have to be careful. Let's just say the woman gave birth. A few months from now, you're gonna feel a way. If you heard that she was ill, you're gonna feel some type of way for saying something negative. And she is her own individual, and we can't always jump to the husband to say it is his fault this and that is going bad. He is a master at his craft with YouTube, and if his wife uploads something and he doesn't have a problem with it, why should I'm not really going to take that on, because listen, my life is not perfect. I am not anybody who's in a position to be giving advice about these personal matters. I speak on it because I want her to know or hear that you might share less. Okay? Stay blessed, everyone.